Vagabond, who wanted, we talked to him earlier, he cited the fact that he really wanted to challenge himself against some of the strongest players in the world. Harder to ask for more than the legend of Daigo himself.
Exactly.
He'll get that opportunity, and the winner of that will take on Snake Eyes after his defeat at the hands of Takedo.
So it looks like we have ChrisG versus Dark Jiewa at the sticks now, getting ready for their next match. What are we going to see? We're going to see Guile. We're going to see Ibuki versus Ken.
That's true. He's got a lot of potential threats.
I'm such a huge fan of ChrisG's Guile.
Yes. Yes. And we are going to see it. Jiewa sticking with his traditional Ken. I'm trying to figure out how I would characterize Jiewa's Ken and sort of what sets it apart. Certainly calculated play, but he does have like a grimy edge to him. He's willing to use it, and that's, I think, a necessary ingredient for Ken players. There's a lot of things that, according to the frame data, shouldn't quite work out for him, but with the right opportunity, and if you get your opponent thinking about the wrong thing, they can. I love the standing jab opener from Chris there.
He's not afraid to throw sand in your eyes during the match.
And Chris getting a little information about how hard Jiewa wants to commit here.
Oh,
falls out of it and gets the throw.
Wakes up with the throw. Successful with that. Breaks the second one, saying, nah, that's enough.
And gets Jiewa not to anti-air him. Gets a free jump in. And again, Jiewa not able to connect.
Dropping some stuff. Responds with an uppercut right away. Doesn't want to let Chris take too much advantage here. All right, now we're going to get the boom game going.
Threatening the overhead, but a little bit out of range. And wants to reset the position, hang back. And I love this from Chris. He's not overcommitting to anything. He's not giving opportunities for Jiewa to he's saying, you have to force the offense.
Oh my goodness, that far, really?
Perfect spacing on that. Chris battling out, finds the counter. Will he jump over? No,
Nice.
He says, I'm comfortable, finds the throw. Love it from Chris. Strong stuff.
Chris was also hoping he could push the body on the floor into that sonic boom. Didn't have the distance, said, all right, I'm done. Let me just get the throw. Okay.
This time Jiewa finding the uppercut, but ChrisG all over it, gets him to land on it. A little extra bit of damage from the knee.
I love that you can juggle that.
Yes, it is just fun.
Ooh, wow.
Caught him. Like, neither way. It was almost like he felt like Jiewa should have been sorry for that run.
Correct.
After going so long. So he's like, oh, he won't try and hit me now. He'll go for a throw.
And what a quick round there from Jiewa.
After that, after the run in. Oh, and the elephants.
Guile, please.
That doesn't feel good.
No.
After a beating.
Unnecessary. Okay. EX Sonic Boom. Faster than ever.
Himself has the little shield. Oh, finds the cow, but not able to complete.
Still some pretty good.
Ooh. Again, Jiewa with the unconventional series there. Getting in, finding the overhead. Oh, that was a risky counter hit. That might have been dizzy.
Yep. He swung with all of his might on that one.
Whoa, gets him on the way up and still able to combo.
Whoa. Okay.
Crazy stuff. And Chris, now with the trigger, will be the sweep. No, puts him up high. Gets another boom in the face, but a little bit mistimed.
Yeah, I think he was expecting that boom to hit.
And he has his shield up. Sees Jiewa will overcommit. He does not. Very calculated game for both players.
Yeah, nice evasion there from Chris.
And not swinging at the EX Tatsu. Such a dangerous move in the air. It's very hard to attack it. Chris decides the gamble not worth it. Goes air to air now. Still has the shield on the ground. Oh, this could be big.
Yeah. Wow.
Gets the corner carry, but not quite the kill. But it's the last hit for Chris. Whoa! He comes up big with a flash kick. Not even EX.
Oh, wow. Just
what?
The Tatsu.
Yeah. On the way up again, clipping him in the head, understanding exactly what the opportunities there are. Chris not too happy about that one, understandably. Game 1 to Dark Jiewa.
Round 1. Fight.
Oh, knew he wanted to throw the boom, finds the jump in, threatens with the throw in the corner. Chris gets the break, but still has a lot of work to do. He's behind in a terrible position. No meter to work with.
Oh, man.
And Jiewa is just going to abuse this advantage. Gets Chris to hit a button, and now it's going to be dizzy, just like that. That is how the cookie crumbles against Ken. Not going to quite close it out, but again, terrible position. Chris forced to burn meter here just to get out of the corner, and Jiewa has the cross-cut uppercut on lock to close out.
And, you know, Guile, not a character known for making amazing comebacks.
No, you have to hold that control, and that's what's so difficult in Street Fighter V in general, and certainly against Ken, one of the most explosive characters in the game. Just wants to violate your sense of safety.
Oh, no, he tried to tech it, but got popped in the jaw. And now,
Again, this is looking like a repeat. He has found the answer to ChrisG.
wow. Oh, Jiewa, wow.
Just, what can you say?
Light on his toes.
He was right about every single button that Chris hit
Oh, my.
a lot of times in a row, and he looks,
Oh,
I'd say, pretty comfortable.
Wow, this is kind of maybe a bullying type of gameplay that Jiewa's playing.
ChrisG may be switching out the glasses for the good glasses.
That's right.
It's
Okay.
like taking it seriously now. He's going to try and level up. Shake it off.
If we see difference in gameplay, we need to get those glasses inspected immediately after the
Sticking
match.
with Guile. That was a, yes, I think that's fair to say. That was just a beating.
Yeah.
A beating in game 2.
Absolutely.
And now it's a match point. Must-win game for ChrisG.
Nice. Getting good flash kicks, good
Classic
spacing.
Guile. And that flash kick charges so fast.
Yes.
In Street Fighter V, making it viable. Oh, it catches Jiewa knowing he wanted to hit a button. And Chris has been pretty successful at this kind of range. He's winning most of these exchanges. That's
Right.
where we've seen his success come from. But Jiewa eventually finds a way to violate this space, push Chris into the corner, and that's where he's just destroyed.
Ooh.
Oh, Chris crush.
Oh, wow.
That Tatsu is so difficult for Guile against the booms. Chris finds the punish there, opts to spend the meter to optimize the damage, finds the back throw,
Oh, no.
great position. Oh, he called it out.
Yeah,
That's exactly what he wanted, but the fierce one caught him anyway.
Exactly. He said, oh, I know he's going to wake up DP, so I'm going to backdash and get out. What?
He did the fierce DP,
Yep.
and frankly, I think that was the right calculation for Jiewa, not just because it worked, but because he had nothing to lose.
Correct.
With a bigger punish, he
And
was already down to last hit.
And you're all about maximizing opportunity.
That's the game. Nice, very composed from Chris, and he must hold this center position.
Excellent.
Smells it out.
Again, trying
Nice
to
wait.
force Jiewa to think about that sonic boom, saying, you better block this on wake up. Haha, just kidding. Here's a throw.
Chris looking so composed. Now that he's able to get this kind of open water, middle ground space, he's able to get it done. But now Jiewa with a little bit of frame advantage to work with, but jumps in at the wrong spacing. Goes low, no opportunity from there, but here comes Jiewa. Oh, a drop.
Oh, wow.
Chris pushing him out. Baits out the uppercut.
Wow.
That should be it.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. ChrisG.
ChrisG now answering back, taking a game.
He's on the board, and again, I think that basically encapsulates this matchup. If Jiewa can push him to the corner, things look dark for ChrisG.
Yeah.
If he can hold that open middle ground,
Nice work.
he's on the bait.
Very good stuff.
It's nice to know you're watching.
Yeah, I'm
After
paying
all these
attention.
years,
I'm
you're-
paying
you
attention.
still got me, baby.
Okay, now Jiewa, ooh, look at that. Trying to figure out what went wrong there.
Is he counting on his fingers? Possibly
The
some
frames.
math.
That's right.
The big arm swing.
Okay.
I think that's an Alex.
Yeah, it
move.
is definitely now.
Yeah.
He might be signifying that he's going to switch characters right now. Oh, no,
Stretch
okay,
it out.
goes right back into it.
It was an ambiguous thumbs up. Just knows he has to get in. Chris with a nice punish, gets the sweep, and he wants to hold that space. And I love how Chris is willing to not. Part of the thing that sinks so many Guiles is they want to boom at the earliest opportunity, rendering them predictable. And
Correct.
Chris is willing to sit there and just jab for a minute and try and be unexpected with the next button he's going to hit. But now dangerously in the corner.
Nice.
Jiewa
Okay.
overcommits, Chris back out.
Bad jump there.
It was.
Jiewa
I,
checked it. Yep.
I like the idea. Chris wanted to switch it up, but now a little bit of risk. Needs to get some booms on the screen.
Yeah, I think Jiewa's developed his game plan. He said, wait a minute, I'm not going to do anything risky anymore. I'm just going to wait. You
Yeah,
know?
and Chris has been trying to be tricky. Wow, runs under.
He is getting so much mileage out of delaying his attacks.
Yeah, and let's talk about the adjustment made there. So Chris tried to make the adjustment of having unpredictable boom timings by just sitting there and jabbing. Jiewa said, like, look, essentially you're doing nothing.
Correct.
So I'm just going to go in on you, and
Yeah.
he did, and found that success that we were talking about.
Oh, there it is. EX.
EX Tatsu, basically a dive kick.
Almost called it, yeah, EX dive kick.
That's you were right. Uses the EX fireball to make it safe, and here's that pressure. And the story of the match, this looks exactly like that really brutal game 2, and this could be it for ChrisG. It is match point for Dark Jiewa. Pushing. And again, that double tops, the second time he's gotten away with that. Chris without an answer.
Oh, no, doesn't get anything going off with that jab, and Dark Jiewa takes it over ChrisG.
Advancing, that'll be the end of NYChrisG's story. Getting into this tournament from the last chance qualifier. We've seen him have success at Red Bull Battlegrounds in the past, but his story has come to an end. Really a nice match of Street Fighter, though.
Yeah.
The early game looked one way, and he found a way through. Dark Jiewa able to counter that, go big in game 2, explosive. Well, let's take a look at some of these replays.
Yeah, this was a close match here. You know, Chris hanging on by the skin of his teeth, trying to fight, but nice response from Jiewa with the Tatsu.
Just knowing how those hurt boxes extend beautifully. Great overhead with the double shimmy. Pulls it back.
Walk in, walk back, walk in. No. And
Chris
this
gets
is
the boom out in front of him, baits out the uppercut into the big crush.
Chris making that adjustment necessary, kind of played the spacing game correctly, but Jiewa says, you know what?
And this is the thing that Jiewa got away with twice. Gets him from behind. A little wait, too.
Yes.
Doesn't hit the strong at his earliest opportunity. Waits just a couple frames to put a different idea in the opponent's head. And then he closes it out. Chris was already dead, basically, by that point. It's such a mountain to climb from being behind that kind of deficit. But I got to say, that was some solid Street Fighter on all fronts.
Absolutely. Again, congratulations to Jiewa. He will continue on in the loser's bracket. He will be facing up against Bon Chen later.